Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for watching today's video, or thank you for just clicking on it and getting this far. It's only been 6 seconds, but since I value your time, I'll keep this intro pretty brief. But this is just going to be like a few main reasons, or like a list of why people are hating on newer cars and like kind of prefer the old ones. But this intro has been long enough. If you like the video, like it. If you love it, subscribe it. If you dislike it, but let me know why. But I'll just start with the video right now. For number one, I'd have to go with like a lot of the new technologies involving like screens and like just really getting away with like the not DVD, like CD players and like even cassette players if you're like really old. Because I know some people like those and it's just like the screens kind of scare them because they're different. But it's just like that. I've heard a lot of people say they just don't even want to step into a car with a screen or like buy a car with a screen, which I don't know, I kind of like them, but I could see why if you're just a traditional like car buyer who's from the 90s, 80s or something like that, you just have no interest in them and you're only here to drive the car, not for the technology. So I kind of get that, but I've heard that's a huge reason why people just don't want them. But it makes it kind of hard to find those cars because after 2018, every car in the U.S. is like required to have a backup camera, which usually leads to them having screens. But yeah, it kind of fits with the next reason, which I'll get into now. Alright, the second one, it really does fit in with like the first one with like the lack of or not lack of technology, the exorbitant amount of technology, but it's just having no physical buttons for like the AC or just like really anything, and it's just every single piece like thing being on the screen. Like even I don't like that because it's just like trying to turn up the AC while driving on, well, you have to go through like multiple menus. That just becomes like a really big pain that like nobody wants to do. Even having like the volume up or down thing just on the screen instead of a physical control is just like really annoying. I feel like most car like manufacturers should be like stepping away from that. I'm okay with having screens though, but just having literally every single thing on the screen is like, no, that's a no for me. But it's just, yeah, that's really it. Now for number three, it's just genuinely the car is going up in price. Whereas a car that was like, I don't know, $20,000, now it's $30,000. It's just like every single car has pretty much gone up in price from what it used to be, which can be kind of related to the screens and all this modern technology. But also, it's just the value of the dollar is worth less, so it's like the price goes up. And there's a few other reasons. There's a lot of reasons, but like having more technology is one of them. It's just nobody likes to pay more for something they think is worth less. So if you haven't bought a car in a while and now you're seeing the 2026 markets, I'd be shocked too, and I wouldn't want to buy anything, especially not anything new. It's like I've heard the average new car price is like 50,000 plus or something, which is pretty shocking. But like, yeah, even a 20 grand car is now like is again like more. The car that used to be 20 grand is worth 30 or more. It's just like, yeah, the price is a big offset for people. Now for the or I don't know why I said it like that, but now for number four, it's just gonna be like the differences in like powertrains and like kind of changing to EVs. Back in the day, there were literally no EVs, but in the last 20 years, it's really changed. So just having like a lot of options of being EVs where they used to be like traditional gas cars eliminates a lot of options if you don't want an EV, especially with like the traditional buyers. And then it's just like, let's say you're an old muscle car guy or something and you want a V8, just trying to find one of those on like a modern car is just way harder because now it's usually like four cylinders with turbos or just like six. A lot of six cylinders even have like turbos or like the V6s. I know Lexus has a lot of like or like what's it called, just normal V6s which are naturally aspirated, but like most other car what's called manufacturers, they just don't do that. And anything that used to have a bigger engine just it's crammed with something smaller, just in turbo slapped on it. But it's just like, yeah, if you don't want those and you want something, I don't know, more traditional, it's just harder to find. Especially if you don't like EVs. It's like what even harder to find a good car now. And then for number five, you guys probably won't really like this, but there is a level of just not really liking change, which I get. I mean, if there's something I like it that way, and I wouldn't really want to change. But there is an aspect where it's like some things are like the positives are being ignored just because of a few negatives. Whereas I'm not saying everything about the newer cars is good, but it's just like I kind of mentioned this with the screens. I like them. They're very useful, except when they've everything just put onto them. If it's just for like, I don't know, your music or whatever, I feel like it is pretty useful, and especially for maps, where it's just like, I don't know, some people hate it just because it is change, which most of you probably can think rationally, and it's just like, oh, I like this, I like that, but I dislike this and I dislike that. And it's just like, feel free to have your own opinions, but some people do genuinely dislike the cars just because they're different from what they know, which, yeah, I've explained, but yeah. So I just wanted to say I hope you enjoyed the video, and especially if you made it this far, you made it like to the end. So I just wanted to say thank you for that, and if you liked the video a lot, please like it, subscribe, just do anything positive. If there's anything you'd like me to change, I mean, maybe leave a dislike. If you really if you really dislike this video, leave a dislike. But if there's anything you'd want me to change so you don't dislike it as much, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll make my best effort to change it. Just again, wanted to say thank you for getting this far, and I'll just call the video here. Peace, and thank you for watching.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.